Good morning, you red brick souls out there. I was just doing a death scroll and seeing Shawnee B on Autodidactics channel, and that's like just strange to me because I watch Shawnee B's channel and I see some clarity, some truth about what's occurred in this realm. And then I've known Autodidactics since 2019, and his channel resolves nothing. And it seems that he's just after making a buck, and that's what he does for a living. Just sits in front of a computer, reiterating different things. Mud flood from Martin Lideckay and blah 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 blah. Um, so like, you know, to me, it's like, you know, I don't even know what to say or believe anymore in regard to what some people chase. Uh, you know, the truth teller. Are they a journalist, a historian, an investigator, a whistleblower, a philosopher, or just an ordinary person who refuses to lie? What's their flaw? Stubbornness, naivety, obsession? You know, it's like, someone who fabricates story for money or fame or influence. Are they charismatic, cynical, brilliant, dangerous? Do they believe their own lies? Or is it all calculated? Anyone caught in between? This this the public is hungry for meaning. Uh, a platform that rewards spectacle. A friend or a partner torn between loyalty and truth. Where does this battle play out in your mind? What are we looking for? Um, Everybody wants to say truth and use words. And, I'm self-educated, autodidactic, and and are you really wanting to tell the truth or earn a living by sitting there in your living room doing absolutely nothing, reiterating stuff that you just heard instead of telling the truth? See, you know, this modern digital landscape where algorithms reward outrage, you know, storytellers literally power machines with belief, a mythical realm where spoken tales manifest physically. See, I, I don't know, man. It's like the truth teller uncovers a lie that made someone rich and dangerous. A tale maker steals a real event and twists it for profit. A fabricated story goes viral and causes real world harm. A truth teller becomes a target of a smear campaign. The tale maker's empire begins to crumble when truth slips out. See? So, who is the truth teller? Who is the tale maker? What kind of world are they in? Gotta ask yourself some questions, folks, when you're out there navigating this red brick realm, this madness, this lie. Um, we definitely live on a crime. See, where's my remote? Let's see if there's anybody in the chat. I didn't want to do no live stream. I got to go make extra dead presidents because everything costs so much money. I got to get gas and man, that's $5 a gallon. So let's see. We're gonna do a quick check to see if we're even live, huh? We don't earn no money. I was just scrolling this morning to see if there's any red brick souls out there making some noise, and I ran across Shawnee B. Uh, on on uh on somebody else's channel who I just I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like a squirrel cage of nothingness. See, over and over and over. And I'm just trying to see what's going on there. Okay, we are live, and I see me there. So we are live, making some noise in the internet, and I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do this morning. Here we are. Oh, what's up, Shawnee B? I didn't see you there, brother. Yeah, I when I seen you there, I kind of had a lump in my throat. See, what's Shawnee B doing there, man? Because you know, I was just scrolling to see if any meltheads are out there this morning, and I seen autodidactic, and I already lost faith in that guy in 2019. He just wants to be like Martin Kay and earn money sitting at home. You know, I thought, man, why can't Shawnee B be earning money sitting at home, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
At least Shawnee B wouldn't even be sitting at home. He'd be in the field showing people left and
Yeah.
right all over that
Yeah.
region
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
went down. See what I'm saying? So, anyway,
Step
I
into
don't
the
know.
zone where the truth
Sometimes
runs
I
hot,
don't
where
even
the
know
beams
what to
twist
say
slow in the
or
places we
do
forgot.
anymore,
Red
even
bricks
how
channel
to
with the lens
address
on scan. We
what's
decode
going
every
on.
scar on the
Hey, what's going
skeleton
on?
of
I think I
man.
got a
This
short
ain't
or
fiction,
something.
it's the furnace
Oh,
of the age where the soot.
my bad. And so we had some music playing there. Sorry about that. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh yeah, I gotta shut it down. Sorry about that. Huh? See, this is unrehearsed, and that was the old script I had up on my OBS. So that's a cool little tune, though. My words, but I used the AI to produce it. Some people don't like AI. I like AI. AI can be used in beneficial ways, or it can be used to deceive people further. And they're using AI to debunk meltheads, because that's what they're doing today. A lot of these people, you see so many channels. Like today, I was just scrolling, and I seen some um, AI generated stuff that they're talking about um, General Powell and so forth um, in 1884 and what was going on there and with the Smithsonian Institute. And if you really start looking into the Smithsonian Institute, they are a no good group of people that did nothing but hide the truth from us all. Um, you know, if we just talked about the giants that were all over the world, let alone America, and in the Twin Cities and you name it, doesn't matter where, and they say, oh, this drought and all these things. Well, those timelines fit in regard to a melt and a flood, but history's erased, so we don't even know where we stand in the timeline. You know what I mean? So let's see. That's about it. I don't know what we're doing this morning. I don't know what we're doing, man. Just making some noise and yeah, you're probably right, Shawnee B. No, I wouldn't even have stopped there and left a comment if I didn't see you there, Shawnee B. I seen Shawnee B there. I said, hey, man, that's my brother, Shawnee B, a melthead. What's he doing over here? So I didn't make a comment. I left a comment on one of your, on a post of yours or something, just giving you my input about what I think. I mean, even how I labeled this. What are we? Are we waking up? Are we part of this woke group? And there's even debates and talking about, awake and woke and just so many different spins of, what truth is. I go back, do a backlog going to the past and look how um, we were all caught up in this put your mask on and go get in your room. Uh, and while meltology was just on the incept of exploding. And I'm going to tell you something. Red bricks, um, meltology, brickology has altered politics. They are red red bricks and meltology has caused these one percenters who've hidden this to create wars, to blow up red brick buildings everywhere, to demolition all kinds of stuff all over the United States, all over the world, the Gaza Strip, Ukraine, blow up buildings underwater, give you more false narratives about going to the moon. When in 2019, 2020, they told you they lost the recipe to the moon. It would be too arduous to get it back, so let's go to Mars. And all our Mars artifacts and uh, imagery is all somewhere here in the desert somewhere, nowhere in space. So over and over, I can show you that red bricks, brickology, meltology has altered how things are done, and so many channels have rose up with AI generated stuff, AI generated narrations to to bury uh, to make meltology and brickologists look dumb. And you know, yeah, I know, Shawnee B. Shawnee B builds pallets. Uh, YouTube's never paid him a penny, and that's a fact. I know that. And he's out there every day telling the story, showing you over and over and over some truth. See, and that's why I just wanted to just make some noise this morning to talk about meltology and those melt heads out there that are, actually wanting to tell a story that makes sense. Real truthers don't chase clicks, they chase clarity. No loops, just evidence, over and over and over. Shawnee B shows us evidence and other melt heads, and not to make light of all those other melt heads out there. Uh, and I'm not saying to have a red brick shirt or a meltologist a sticker or something like that's wrong. I wanted to get out there, and I think it would be awesome to see um, more of the melt heads click together to get things together, like to have I think it would be awesome to say to my friends here in Michigan, oh, you want to go to a vacation to have a tour by a guy named Shawnee B and Chrissy B to tour you around Massachusetts area and so forth to show that this realm has really been melted to get more people to understand the truth in regard to something's been hidden, and that'll open arena to more thinkers and more people, just anything in those realms. Because I mean, like right now, I'm looking at a mass melt of 17 hours ago that Shawnee B is showing, and it shows the transition of what occurred from some cataclysmic event and what happened to the bricks everywhere. You know, not just in his area. Just it was grounded a little bit differently. I don't have the answers. By water, by metal. There's many different things that are involved in why things turned out the way they did turn out. So I don't know what else to say. I'm not gonna say much more. I gotta go make some money. Um, the plot spark. So I know we have ignition point and it's called Red Bricks, Meltology, Brickology, and the transformation kicks the story into motion. Unlike what all the other people are talking about. They're talking about, other groups want to talk about aliens and distract you from the truth, and space, nonsense. When we're not even looking at the realm that we live on. We're not even looking in the water. Less than 4% of our oceans have been looked at. Why? They don't want you looking in there because there's melted buildings freaking everywhere. So that's how I'm gonna end today's little message from my ass this morning. So, so I'm a melted building believer. Uh, yeah, and that's how I'm gonna end it. I'm a melted building believer. Yeah, red bricks to y'all. Uh, if you want to watch those kind of uh, videos, you want to watch some good stuff, log on to Shawnee B's channel or some of these other meltheads who will be showing you real stuff in real time. And that's what I gotta say. So don't help support someone who want to muddy the waters more. You know, and that's what people are doing, muddying the waters more and more and more with nonsense alien stories and all this crap and Mars and the moon and Artemis and the Chinese are stuck on the dark side of the moon and just crap. So I'm a melted building believer, and I hope more of you become melted building believers out there and stop following the, the money makers, the people who wanna alter your own brain capacity from thinking by yourself. Think, you know, think. Look at what's going on, now in time, and why are they doing the things that they're doing. So, and look at them people who are out there trying to show you, uh, like Shawnee B. He got over 5,000 videos. I mean, he's a pretty dedicated soul to this breakology, and I say more people need to pay attention and get involved. So get involved, like, share, and subscribe, and become a melted building believer.
I've been walking through the ruins where the red bricks hung, where the steel curls slow like a saxophone drum. People pass on by, say the story ain't real, but I hear the truth singing in the bones of the steel. Cause the melt don't whisper, no, the melt speaks bold in the drips and the sags and the secrets it holds. I'm a wandering witness, a midnight receiver. Yeah, I'm a red brick, melted building believer. I feel that heat in my soul, hear that building lose control. When the truth runs hot, the lies get weaker. I'm a red brick, melted building believer. There's a blues in the mortar, a jazz in the ash, a rhythm in the windows where the shadows crash. Every twisted beam got a story to tell. Every droplet frozen mid-fall is a bell. Folks say move on, but the melt says stay. Look close at the scars where the fire had its say. So I tune my heart to the key of the heater, walk proud as a red brick, melted building believer. I feel that heat in my soul, hear that building lose control. When the truth runs hot, the lies get weaker. I'm a red brick, melted building believer. screams. Cause the truth ain't loud, it's a low down fever. A slow blues burn for the melted building believer. So strike up the band, let the brass run wild. Let the melt sing soft like a long lost child. When the night gets deep and the doubts get deeper, I'll still stand tall as a red brick melted building believer.
Yeah, baby. Melted building believer. Keep melting minds open. Ross, keep melting minds open, Shawnee B. That's right. I'm a melted building believer. And like I said, it's always good to see your pretty face, Dana. You have a beautiful day. And matter of fact, I first fired up this computer just to see if Richie had anything going on this morning. It's raining here, so I don't know what to do with myself. I've been up. I haven't smoked nothing in 47 some days, and it's given me a little insomnia. So, so I got to go make some dead presidents. So, peace to all y'all out there. I'm gonna be doing some boots on the ground too. I got a couple places to go investigate. They have another busted water main, um, not too far from here, and a lot of people are out of water. It's a 40, I think 42-inch pipe that they said burst and so forth, and a lot more nonsense all across the United States with, fake mayors that are from China and were spies and just more, like, what kind of checks and balances do we have here in our America that we allow so much garbage and rhetoric to go on? So anyway, it just blows me away, and this more of these wars and Iran, and one of our presidents gave pallets full of money, pallets that Shawnee B probably produced, full of money, sent to Iran by Obama, and now we over there Obamaing them, and now we're bombing them, see, and spending million a bullet, to blow up red brick buildings. Lebanon got blown to pieces, and all these beautiful, gorgeous red brick buildings of the past are destroyed, and just this the song remains the same old crap. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here, man. Just have a great one, and anyway, hopefully the audio came in good and so forth. I did check for a minute, but that's by I inadvertently busted out a song earlier, then I'd have played it later on the exit. So everybody, peace. Hopefully you all make some dead presidents today to help you sustain life, and I hope things start getting better. So until next time, peace. We didn't have one drop frame. That's pretty good, man. Not bad. Thanks for stopping by. You people rock, man. Or you Brock. Rock and roll. Keep melting minds open.